This is the Homes for Heroes podcast. I'm Hank Stoltz, and of course, Diane Casey Luong. Homes for Heroes here, and we have another Homes for Heroes success story. And I say success story, Diane, because we really are going to dive right in, and then we'll bring you up to date on some of the updates for Homes for Heroes and how things have been going and some of the numbers that Diane has from last year and the things that she has been doing here locally. But you're going to be bringing on Agnieszka, who is a repeat customer. And I think that whenever there's a repeat customer, it just goes to show that things are working.
Yeah, so Agnieszka and I had the opportunity to meet several years ago. Before I was affiliated with Homes for Heroes, we had success in selling her property, getting her into a new property, and apparently it was such a success that here we are a few years later, and we're moving forward with round 2 of that same process, selling a property and purchasing a new property. The difference now is Agnieszka is part of our healthcare hero community, and so I am going to have the opportunity to give her not 1, but 2 rewards during this process. And very excited for her to get her into her next new property and get her rewarded in the process for her great work in the community.
Well, Agnieszka, so what's happening now? So you're selling and you're buying, so you're actually going to get double rewards coming up.
Absolutely.
Tell us about what's going on, Agnieszka, and tell us about working with Diane.
Hello, everyone. My name is Agnieszka. So great to be part of this program and so great to be part of Homes for Heroes. Diane's right. When we first met, I never knew of Homes for Heroes. I don't know if that program existed, but when I made a decision to look for my new future home, Diane was the first person I could think of. So this time around, I am leaving a condo and I'm looking to, I am not looking, I found my perfect home with a yard where I'm going to be able to rake my own leaves and shovel my own snow. I know this is recorded, so you can use it against me in a couple of years when I complain about it. But right now, this is what I want, and I'm super excited. In this whole process, Diane's been just amazing. There is a saying that you don't remember what people say or do, but you remember how they make you feel. Diane is just such a kind and caring person. I can't think of anyone better to have my back than Diane. I cannot imagine some of the conversations that she's having with the other realtors or, other people in the community. But I know that when she's representing me, I know she's got her full armor on. So I 100% trust her with everything.
It can be a long process, Diane, no doubt about it. A couple of things that were just said that I just want to pick up on quickly so that I don't forget them. One being that, yeah, absolutely, there's a lot of people who are doing the opposite, who are saying, enough with the raking of the leaves, enough with the shoveling of the snow. Diane, can you find me something? It's time for me to downsize. So that's one. But I do think that the other is that she is not alone in finding out about Homes for Heroes. For all that many people have heard about it and are now seeking you out because you are. I want to be clear about this. This isn't something where just any realtor is able to say, okay, here are your hero rewards. It's in our area. It's Diane. It's you. So there's still, though, those who come to you, and then it's a nice surprise when they find out that they are eligible for Homes for Heroes. So it's still something that we're getting the word out about.
Amazingly, Hank, yes, you're correct. There's a lot of people who still don't know about the program. Part of the reason why I love coming on and sharing the success stories and sharing the great stories about wonderful clients like Agnieszka is so that more people can realize that the benefit is there for them. And we really would love to have every single hero out there rewarded. So I am working my best and taking care of my past clients like Agnieszka, but working towards getting some new clients who understand that the benefit is there for them, and all they have to do is reach out and start the process.
Firefighters, EMS, law enforcement, military, healthcare workers, teachers. Where does Agnieszka fall?
Agnieszka is part of our healthcare hero community, so we are very excited to thank her for serving in the community through her healthcare occupation. And Agnieszka, as we had spoken, is eligible because she is selling and buying. She is going to get not just one reward, but 2 rewards, to the grand total of just over $4,700 from myself. Now, in addition to that, Agnieszka is working with the Homes for Heroes lending partners that I use. So she's also getting a closing cost credit, which is a benefit of the program. When we did the home inspection on her new purchase, she also worked with a home inspector who's affiliated with the program, who was able to give her a discount on the home inspection. So we are rewarding her from every avenue that we can possibly think of through the program to make sure that she knows how much we appreciate her work in the community.
I heard a little gasp. You didn't know how much you were going to get back?
No, I didn't.
So the question always is, Agnieszka, now that you know that you're getting just over $4,700, do you have any grand plans for your nice reward check?
I'll continue to try to speak because I'm nearly speechless. I didn't expect it. Yeah, if I want to treat myself really, really well, Diane, you like to work out. You always tell me, oh, I'll be right there after my class, or I'm going to go to my class. So I think in honor of you, I may just spend some of it, not all of it, on some maybe like an elliptical machine.
Very
nice. And then
nice.
maybe I will plant some nice flowering bushes in front of my new home, get a landscaper and move some things around. So how about that?
That sounds excellent. I hope those are nice landscape bushes who that are able to remind you of the appreciation that we have for your work in the community.
I love this because
Absolutely.
everybody, I'm sure, Diane, everybody a little something different. Somebody, it's the man cave, and I've got the TV and the couch and stuff, or here we have the landscaping, or somebody does build that home gym. But in this case, $4,700. I mean, that's some real money to be able to do something with that home.
Yeah, Hank, it's always great to hear what clients have planned. I love hearing someone who says, oh, I was going to remodel my kitchen and now I can get nicer kitchen cabinets, or, oh, I was going to get some furniture, but now I'm going to get a little bit nicer furniture. Even it was wonderful to hear one client who said, I'm going to pay my first mortgage payment so I get to live here for one more month free. However, our heroes get to enjoy their reward. It's just nice knowing that I've been able to contribute to their home buying or selling process and give them a tangible thank you for their work in the community as well.
Agnieszka, so healthcare worker, tell us a little bit about what you do.
So I support all of the healthcare people in my company from the human resources perspective. And my group actually is working directly with members in the community. So I'm their HR business partner.
I think it's important, Diane, for people to realize that it's pretty broad. I mean, there's a number of people who are going to qualify for the program. I mean, it is definitely something to ask for if you're in one of these fields. And when it comes to healthcare workers or teachers' aides or things, if you somehow feel that, oh, I don't know, is that going to be me? Hey, ask, find out.
Absolutely, Hank, because we've had many people who have fallen in our hero community who don't feel like they fall in that community. To your point, I've had people who are in social worker fields, community service workers, dispatch workers at our EMS and our first responder locations, people who serve in the National Guard. All of those people qualify. They are all within our hero community, and we want to make sure that we are rewarding everyone that's in any aspect of our hero community.
Very, very good. Well, this is just terrific news, and I'm so excited that you, Diane, with the showmanship, with the big reveal here on the show of how much. I love that. We get that honest reaction, and that, I mean, just imagine if your realtor were to call you up and say, hey, and by the way, I'm going to give you a check for close to $5,000 that you're going to be able to do whatever it is that you want to do with that. When you first were finding out about the program and you first found out that you were going to qualify, and I think this is probably a question that a lot of people have, then what did you have to do? So Diane tells you that you qualify for Homes for Heroes. Was there anything that you had to do?
I think we just talked about where I worked. Part of the loan process, Diane is involved, so she can see my earning statements and things like that.
But that's really it, right? There isn't really
Yeah.
anything that you had so it's really all taken care of. It's just at the end they tell you how much you're going to get.
Right. This is the part that people often think that there's some hitch to, Hank. There's no secret to this program. It is free money. Who doesn't love free money? Agnieszka probably doesn't realize she signed one extra piece of paper when we were sitting down to list her property, and it was just a hero disclosure that said, yes, Diane is my agent. But other than that, there are no strings attached, and there is no other qualifier other than, yes, I work in the hero community.
Oh, my goodness. We only have about a minute left with Agnieszka. What else do we need to ask?
Agnieszka, is there anything else you'd like to add about working through the program or your experience?
Yeah, I would love to. First of all, Diane, you may remember, but I remember I said to you, I work in human resources. I don't qualify, and I do. So to whoever is listening, please connect with Diane because you may be eligible. And then two, when this whole process gets really, really long and your realtor is Diane and she tells you, Agnieszka, don't worry. It's going to all work out. Don't lose sleep. Just listen to Diane because she's right. That's it.
That's a pretty good endorsement.
We're almost at the finish line, Agnieszka. So after closing, I hope you're going to get a good long night's rest.
Me too. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for joining us here on the Homes for Heroes, a podcast. And we have more to come, of course, with Diane Casey Luong as we'll talk about just for those now who are going, okay, how do I sign up? Well, we're going to tell you, and we're going to tell you a little bit more about how you can qualify. And we'll check in with Diane about all the great things that have been happening over the last few months with her and the Homes for Heroes program right here in Central Massachusetts. Homes for Heroes podcast, it continues, and Diane, that was terrific. And again, it really is just that easy. Now, we talked about the fact that you had a prior relationship with Agnieszka, so she was going to come to you anyway, and then you had become involved with Homes for Heroes, which is obviously wonderful for her because now she gets to take advantage of the program and she gets double rewards selling with you as well as buying through you. But there are those who I'm sure now are seeking you out for the Homes for Heroes program, and I just wanted to reiterate and have you kind of explain that this isn't Homes for Heroes is everywhere, but you have to have the Homes for Heroes realtor. It isn't every realtor.
That is correct. So a Homes for Heroes affiliate will be able to connect you to the program. They also would be able to, as I mentioned, Agnieszka is working with one of our lending partners. So those are the people who have signed up with Homes for Heroes who are committed to giving back to our hero community. So you do need to work with an affiliate of the program, and that, Hank, really is the only stipulation. Once you have, once you come to me and you say, hey, I am a member of the hero community, I would like to buy a house, I would like to sell a house, I would like to refinance. There's opportunities for people to refinance and use an affiliate lender. That is the only thing you need to say, and we are off to the races to either get you sold, get you purchased, and then get you rewarded. It's that simple.
Well, that's tremendous. Now, as I had mentioned previously, and I kind of want you, if you could, to just bring us up to date from the last time that we were together a couple of months back about all that has been happening here in 2024 for you, Central Massachusetts, and the Homes for Heroes program.
So really great things, as I talked a little bit before we started the show, really pounding the pavement, trying to get out there and make people aware of the program. For anyone listening, I have two questions for you. One, are you a hero? Two, do you know a hero? If you can answer yes to either of those, please give me a call. Let's have a conversation so that we can get people rewarded in our area. We have been out doing events. I recently participated in the Fire Chief of Massachusetts Professional Development Conference, where we got to meet lots of fire chiefs from across the state, bring them into the know about the program so that they could take information back and share it with their squads. We met some great vendors there, many who employ part-time firefighters or retire firefighters, so we were able to share the information with them also. So a great opportunity to be out in the community spreading the word.
Yeah, I've seen where you really are everywhere. I know that you were helping with Halloween, which is such a huge event in Worcester. You're at Polar Park, some of the events that they are having here. You're out on the concourse or at Holden Days. How's that going in helping to get the word out?
It really gives us a great opportunity to be out in the community to showcase the Homes for Heroes program. And I think everybody out there can attest to the fact that almost every one of us either knows a hero, is related to a hero, or is a hero themselves. It's very, very rare where I come in contact with any person at any event who doesn't say, oh, my mother is a teacher, oh, my cousin is a teacher, oh, my fiance is in law enforcement. It just is, the hero community is so large that it's almost impossible to find someone who's not connected somehow.
And if somebody is, as we were just hearing, if they're buying, selling their home, they want to get in touch because that's how you get the hero rewards.
Absolutely. They can actually call me direct, Hank, 774-239-2937. They also can visit my page, dianesmybroker.com. We have great information there about the program, and you can actually see some of the stories of my past hero clients who have been rewarded. And as you mentioned earlier, Hank, this program is nationwide. So we have over 4,000 affiliates across the nation. Even if you know someone, your family member is in another state and they're looking to buy or sell, please reach out. Please don't have them miss their opportunity. We have affiliates in every state, and I am happy to connect people in other states. In 2023, we gave out over $15 million across the nation
Wow.
in rewards, and that was just in 2023. Since our inception, we have exceeded $128 million, over 66,000 heroes.
Yeah, that's incredible. And I know there are some people who are listening who are probably saying, nobody does anything for nothing. There's no free lunch. But I think if they understand that this program began after 9/11, they can see that, nope, there's no strings attached. This is because, and now we've gone through the pandemic and everything else. That's what drives this program. That's what drives the wanting to give back.
Every affiliate that's involved in this program, Hank, has a true desire to make sure that every hero that is out there serving our community has some sort of tangible thank you for what they do. We know all of these professions very rarely get a verbal thank you, if any thank you at all. And we are committed to making sure that every one of them feels appreciated and knows that we as affiliates recognize and want to reward what they do and how they devote themselves every day, day in and day out during their occupation.
You've told us in the past, and you're talking about Homes for Heroes being nationwide, just kind of sparked this, so I wanted to make sure that we mentioned it once again. You've talked in the past about the circle of giving, the way in which all of this is interconnected.
So through the Homes for Heroes program, when someone, let's say, works with me, I give the total contribution from me is 30% of my commission, which I give up willingly. 25% goes to my direct hero as a hero reward, and 5% goes into the Homes for Heroes Foundation. Now, the foundation is the nonprofit section of our program, and that foundation goes out and they reward grant money to nonprofits who are working in the community, helping heroes who may have a need outside of the home buying and selling process.
Diane, somebody who is listening right now and maybe they're going to retire in 2 or 3 years. That might be when they look to downsize or make some kind of a move. Or, as we just heard, they're looking to go from where they are in life is they're going to go from the condo to the home and achieve their dream of home ownership in that way. When is a good time to get in touch with you? In other words, somebody who's listening right now and goes, I am fired up. That's great. I'm excited about that. Yeah. But I guess I won't call Diane because I'm probably 2 or 3 years away. Are they right? And I guess my fear is that I need you to remember to call Diane in 2 or 3 years, or should they? Is there a way to get in contact now?
It's never a wrong time to get in touch and find out where you are with your home ownership. You may be looking to sell a property, and maybe you haven't taken a look around and seen, should I be looking at doing some updates? Do I have an idea of what my home value is? It's never the wrong time to start gathering your information. We see a lot of people who are starting to plan their retirement, maybe people who think they might want to downsize, and it's not uncommon for people to start to explore a 55-plus community or a smaller home in a different area. The best time to make a decision for people, Hank, is when you're not under duress. What we don't want to have happen is people have some sort of life-altering event where now they are selling under duress or buying under duress, because unfortunately that's where we see many of our clients make a rush decision that turns out to be maybe not the best decision for them.
Yeah, no, that's important. So okay to give you a call now anytime along the way in the process, even if you really are just sort of thinking about it or knowing that it'll happen for you sometime in the next couple of years or so. In our last couple of minutes together, Diane, what do people need to know about? Are there some things that you have coming up where people can get out, meet you, get involved in some way?
So people can always give me a call. I am out in the community. Lots of times I take a break from my home office and I like to enjoy some of the local coffee shops. I'm always happy to have a coffee conversation with someone. You know, I have been very blessed, Hank. In my 5 years with the program, I have rewarded to date 68 hero rewards to the tune of over $175,000. That reward number is going to grow quite a bit by the end of this month with Agnieszka and a couple of other clients. But I am out in the community doing different events. I will be out at a tri-state firearms competition in Webster in May. I also will be participating in the Heroes Cup, which is a 3-day hockey event in June made up of hockey teams comprised of our heroes who are competing for the Hero Cup through a generous organization that's raising funds. And I'm sure I will be out in the community at some other events. Golf season is right around the corner. You can look for me if you're planning to play in the Manny 267 Foundation. I'm sure I will be there. I will be back at Holden Days. But feel free to reach out. I'm happy to have an individual conversation with anyone along the way. You don't need to wait for an event to get in touch.
That is another great episode of a Homes for Heroes, a podcast. If you would like to check out some of the past podcasts, Diane, you have them up?
I do. They are accessible on my website, dianesmybroker.com.
They're also at radioworcester.com, so you can check them out there, and available through social media as well. All the best ways for people to be able to follow you?
Anywhere you can find me, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, through my website, dianesmybroker.com. All of those avenues will get you to me. Feel free to reach out direct by cell or text, 774-239-2937.
dianesmybroker.com. Remember that, and we will talk next time on the Homes for Heroes podcast. For Diane Casey Luong, I'm Hank Stoltz. Thank you for joining us.